Talking loud in the nighttime air. Voices clash without a care. Opinions flare like they matter so. But who's right we'll never know. Microphones like weapons drawn. Swagger in the twilight dawn. Each word iron, each thought steel. To be heard is the final deal. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one sways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Voice to voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Bow hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd. Anxious to erupt so loud. Unity in discord side. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's ways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Raise your voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Battle hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd. Anxious to erupt so loud. Unity in discord's tide. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's ways. We're offended, you're offended, that's the way. Claim the night with the things we say. We say. We say. We say. Voice we say. Voice we say.
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking tampon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This ass is Tyler, and it is Monday. Hope everyone's
are
had a
what you eat.
fantastic weekend.
Weekend.
Sorry we weren't here Saturday.
People.
You know, real life came up, unfortunately.
People.
Anyway,
I need that sound clip.
anyway, I tried having it, but you didn't like it. Remember? Yeah, stop. Anyway,
I'm not clearing my
Hi.
throat. I'm making fun of an Asian lady that
hope
can't speak English.
everybody has had a fantastic day. I said that already. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Don't forget to hit the little subscribe thing down below. My dog is really whiny today and needs all the attention in the entire world because that is a Doberman.
All right, so we're going to be talking about Mark Carney getting booed and the media's running cover. I'm just going to cut you off because, you know, women are better
What else
seen
is
than
new?
heard. Looking for your sister. I can be your
Who's your
sister.
sister?
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Who's your sister?
Is it Haywood? Is it Haywood Jablomi? Is it Anita? Anita Mandicus? Is it
Anita in a cargo box?
Shut up, Reese.
Do you love the sound effects?
Yeah, so we'll be talking about Mark Carney and the media running cover for him because he got booed. Oh, did he get booed? Oh, my Winnipeg heart was a flutter watching him just eat dick, proverbially speaking. Not literally, that's weird. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. And I don't know, I don't even know if we should necessarily talk about the budget passed. Canada's going more into debt. More stuff is being, welcome. You're more poor. Your money now buys less. You're more poor than you were yesterday. And I don't know if you guys want to talk about it. Just let us know. I'll pull up the stuff. But it was just, this is what I expected that was going to happen. Yeah, so we'll go over that. Also, there's a bit of a controversy that's uprising. I think people are done playing with the niceties with the whole trans movement. That's really becoming a point of contention. I think people are done. People are done playing nice. People are done playing any of this type of crap. So we will talk about that and much more. But before we do, I just got to find the thing. And
How can we dash when our earth is turning?
they don't produce anything. They don't do anything.
How do we sleep when our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning?
All right, let's start with
Okay.
this. Let's start with Mark Carney getting booed. I think I have the clip right here. Assuming it actually plays, because oh my god, it actually is working. It's a Christmas Day miracle. All right, check this out. Watch Carney. Well, you don't have to watch him, but
Now for the coin toss. Joining the team captains is the Prime Minister of Canada, Le Premier Ministre du Canada, Mark Carney, and the CEO of Coinbase Canada, Lucas Matheson.
Tails, Mr. Prime Minister, would you do us the honor? Tails has been called. This is a tails. Saskatchewan has won the toss.
Now
yeah. So, that is a loud and distinct.
Awkward for him.
Yeah. So I have this. This is actually this was from TSN. So Prime Minister Mark Carney met with cheers and boos at the 112th Grey Cup game. The Saskatchewan Rough Riders' first Grey Cup and blah 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 blah. Don't really care. Let's get to the good part. Right here, the Prime Minister was in Winnipeg and performed the customary coin toss at the start of the game. The Prime Minister made his way through the stands where he was met with booing and expletive-filled shouting from some football fans. Some TSN. Some. It did not appear to rattle Carney. Well, because he's used to just getting booed at. It's like his normal thing. Who smiled and waved, took photos with some eager game attendees. Yeah. Who? No one. Yeah. And then Machine Gun Kelly performed to an empty crowd. Or empty crowd? Can you have an empty crowd? You know what I mean?
I don't know. You're frozen, which is in a really funny face way. But anyway, well, yeah, you can have an empty crowd. Like, what do you mean by empty crowd? Like, it looked like there were a lot of people there. No,
I don't know. I was just digging at Machine Gun Kelly. I don't really.
Oh.
I don't not like him, but he's after the whole Eminem thing. He's gone like I'm not touching rap anymore. he turned into like a country singer or some crap.
what? He did not turn into a country singer. He's more like almost like punky now.
Well, whatever.
Like, I
Same
don't
difference.
know.
Same. Okay. Have you heard country music lately?
Yeah, it's nothing like punk music.
It's all like rap. But
It's more
anyways,
rock. There's like a bit of country or a bit of rap.
yeah,
there.
there's a bit of country
Right.
in that country music. Yeah, you're not wrong. It ain't country. It's not about a guy complaining about how his ex-wife had sexual affairs with his pickup truck and he misses them or something. Like, that's how they used to work.
No, they got better. I happen to like country with rock or country hip hop. I like it.
No, stick to what brought you here. Stick to what brought you to the dance, and it wasn't that. But okay. Enough tomfoolery. I think the reason why this is so resounding, and you see, the media always has to try and run cover and always try to give this weird, like, other side. Like, the media has no problem ridiculing Pierre for when he asks a reporter a clarifying question in a, in a loaded question. The media has no problem, and every single liberal brain dead shill has absolutely no problem trying to push Carney's or the liberals' agenda, but they just keep pushing and pushing. Okay, you go try and restart. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. But so we very much see that the media is more than willing to carry the water for the liberals time and time again. No, I'm sorry, media. That was a resounding hate of this government, of where people see it's going, especially with the budget just being released and the expectation that Canada and Canadians are going to be more in debt. You guys remember remember the whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing? Where the media tried to cover that thing up. I'll see if I could find the video clip of it. You guys remember this? You remember this?
Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd.
Oh, maybe I should actually have it on the screen. Sorry.
Let's go, Brandon.
While interviewing NASCAR driver
Yeah. You guys remember that? Where they had to bleep out the F in "Let's Go Brandon." You guys remember that? And why "Let's Go Brandon" is more than just a veiled threat. No, it's because when finally the people, normal NASCAR folks, just the normal people who are just trying to get by, do their thing, you really got to see their displeasure, and you've seen how the media tried to run cover. You see how TSN is trying to run cover for Mark Carney, that with cheers and boos. No, it was resounding boos and then cheers when the Rough Riders got the coin toss. It wasn't for him. Let's be real. Come on, you guys can do better than this. But this shows every time the general public actually gets to voice their opinion, voice their displeasure, the media has to come and run cover. Well, I'm sure they'll say that, no, wait, hold on. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I don't know if I have it. Shoot. But so there was a community note, and I've never seen this. Mind you, I haven't been to many Blue Bombers games, but I don't think I've ever heard during the GreyCup. I think this was a community note, if I remember correctly, that during Blue Bomber games, they say blue. They say blue. I don't know about you guys.
Now for the coin toss. Joining the team captains is the Prime Minister of Canada, le Premier Ministre du Canada, Mark Carney, and the CEO of Coinbase Canada, Lucas Matheson.
Mr. Prime Minister, would you do us the honor? Tails has been called. This is a Tails, Saskatchewan.
I hate me. Does that sound like blue, or does that sound like boo?
This is a Tails. Saskatchewan has won the toss.
Now
That don't sound like blue to me. You get have you guys ever seen the that mouth thing where a guy goes like ba ba ba, and if you're looking at it, it looks like he's saying like ba 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 ba, but if you close your eyes, he's saying va. It's like that kind of thing. They're trying to like gaslight you in real time that that the people out west have absolute disdain. They are not happy with the government. They are not happy. Jesus Christ, they're not happy with they're not happy with them.
It's
Boo.
boo.
Am I better now? Hopefully. Did you lose your sound or something?
No, I said it's boo, not blue.
Oh, okay. But you remember when did you ever see that video where the guy's going ba ba ba? You ever see that?
No. What video for what though?
So, well, the media was saying that they were saying blue, but they were very clearly saying boo. Boo.
Yes, it was not blue. If they where was the thing done? Was it Manitoba?
Yeah, it was at the stadium.
Oh, it was in Winnipeg?
Right, the McGurk effect. So I'll show you guys this thing.
Ba, ba, ba.
Have a look at this. What do you hear?
Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba.
But look what happens when we change the picture.
Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba.
It's really enlightening.
It's like that type of thing. They're trying to say, "Oh, didn't you heard the L, didn't you? Like if you close your eyes, and you just listen, do you hear boo or blue?"
Boo.
Right.
The under. Tails has been called. This is a tails. Saskatchewan has won the toss.
Now,
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, media. You try and spin this as much as you want. You try to get those Carney bucks. No, people are pissed. People are pissed. We see everything going up with price. We see everything's getting more and more expensive. See more people are struggling. In fact, I was just talking to a buddy of mine, and he's in real estate, and he's talking about how our housing market is completely upside down. People are paying double for rent what we pay for a mortgage. I don't know.
Which is insane. I think when my sister was looking for apartments, especially ones that could take animals, they were like upward from $1,600. Like that was, I think, minimum.
But this speaks to the deeper that, however, the media says don't believe your lying eyes. Don't trust what you're actually seeing. Don't trust what you're actually hearing. What's actually going on is, look, the people of Winnipeg and the fans of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers love Mark Carney. Like I was saying, it was just like the whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing, even though they had to go and bleep out the fuck in "Let's Go Brandon." It was that type of thing.
Yeah.
It's once you actually got to see normal people, the average person. You remember that thing where those people were accosting Krista Freeland in Calgary? They're like, get the hell out of our city. You're not welcome here, you bloody traitor, and all that type of crap. Well, the media tried to spin like she was the victim. It's like, no, this person destroyed people's lives. And then when those people finally speak up, it's, oh, why are you speaking so mean to her? Because she destroyed people's lives. That's why. That's why people are upset. That's why people were booing Mark Carney, because they don't like him.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
So for me, if not the Blue Bombers, then where's Manitoba? No, Sask and Alberta. Manitoba with Mark Carney, I don't know why we like our NDP. I don't know why we like our communists, but we do. We either go full commie or we go like progressive conservative, which is an oxymoron in itself.
Is that what he's talking about, or is he talking about who you would cheer for? Because wasn't it against Saskatchewan and Alberta?
Well, I would assume that the question was with regards to Mark Carney.
I don't know. Clarify yourself, no kin.
And I think that's quite evident where people stand in their discontent. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What?
My statement, I assume my statement was correct, as I'm always correct. I'm never wrong. Ever.
Who's right? Me about football or him about Mark Carney? Kim Tyler.
I
Reference
win,
Mark
you
Carney.
lose.
Okay.
I win, you lose.
We were just talking about the Rough Riders, and then where does Manitoba stand? That's why I was like, well, for me, if the Blue Bombers don't win, I'd roll. Okay, whatever. I'm a girl. I'm stupid.
I know. No, but I get the feeling a lot of Manitobans. Well, okay, with sports games, people are a little more salt of the earth kind of thing with sports teams, because any left-wing libtard is going to look at this as like oh, look, it's slavery. This is modern day slavery. Look at all the black people being hoisted up as like with slavery plantation work.
What does that have to do with football?
I don't know. Those are the arguments they make.
I don't know how that would make any sense. The only sort of reference you could have there is them men can run. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's literally the only they have certain kind of feet.
I don't know. The whole thing is about making
longest yard, if you know what I'm talking about.
It's always about making races. So you know what? It was nice to see. The media is trying to run cover, and I don't need to say any more on that because I want to move on to this, because this chick pissed me off.
Ooh. Who dis?
She's a bad mama jamma.
Her nostrils are flaring. She looks angry.
Please. All right, maybe I'll try to go to the original source.
Might be a good idea.
All right, you want to try and pull it up? I don't know why X does this. Maybe you can get it working.
Maybe.
God damn it. Hate this. Hate it. Elon, fix your crap. Oh boy. Eric Daughtry was arrested with possession of a controlled substance, amphetamines, and possession of marijuana. Good. That dude's a douchebag.
Don't know who that is, but yeah.
You're better off not knowing who that guy is. That person is a terrible, terrible human being. All right, I'll try it again. Elon, fix your shit. Do you have like Chrome, or does Chrome work it better?
I don't know. I don't use Chrome. Just hold on.
Do I have Edge?
Different source.
Microsoft Edge? Do I have to Microsoft
Edge? So this is a live
Edge
show, guys. If you hadn't noticed within the first 24 minutes, this is a live show.
Oh, it does work.
On where?
Edge. Okay, here we go.
Yes, okay.
Here. Oh, why?
Are you sharing the wrong screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing the wrong one. Can I not? Okay, here. It's a little jank, but it works. All right.
I can't hear her. Can you crank up the volume? No one can hear her. Can you not hear me?
What?
You're muted. There's
Okay,
no
and
sound.
what the fuck?
I literally kept saying it.
Sorry, I was listening to her losing her mind. What the? Okay. Also share system audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll
For
help.
the third time now.
I don't know if this happens to anybody.
Can you hear it? Jesus.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look at the hives I just got literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like
What the?
Ew! It stresses me out. Don't look at me. I don't know.
Oh my god, you psycho bitch.
What? But are you like? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally like I can't even
Could you imagine getting
process
this?
that in the slightest. Like homegirl needs some counsel. What is that? Better Me stuff. Homegirl needs some Better Me or something.
No, that place is evil. Don't use that place.
Well,
Actually, go
okay,
seek
but
a
she needs-
medical
she needs
professional.
serious help. Like,
Do you
if
imagine
she's getting hives?
from people looking at? Okay,
No,
I'm sorry,
men
ladies.
looking at her.
I'm sorry, ladies and ladies like this. This is why you need to, just get back in the kitchen. This is why you
Lesbian?
people.
Homosexual? How can I describe?
Okay, no, like that. If you get that upset, and what she's actually saying is all the men that do something for me, all the people that have gone out, fixed power lines when there's a snowstorm, have knocked this and that and everything else, keep the world actually running. How dare you look at me? I'm above you. That's what she's actually saying. Don't you dare look at me. I am above you. This is feminism 101.
To me, it's like when I watch this, I'm thinking for one, clearly she's into women. She has to be. And she, clearly hates men because she thinks that all the men are looking at her and sexualizing her. Well, I'm, oh my God, I'm going to sound like that typical person. Like, what are you dressing like? Like, we were literally talking about this the other day. If you're dressing with your freaking tits hanging out, I'm sorry, I'm looking. Like, I'm not going to be able to look my eyes away from titties in my face. Like, they're there.
No,
Like-
no, she is not. Are you kidding? You find this thing? She is fugly.
Well, what does that have to do anything with what I said?
She's
Fugly or
fugly.
not? But yeah, fugly or not?
She thinks that she's a 10. She thinks that she is the hottest thing,
Yes.
and she is above everyone else. No, I'm sorry, lady. You are ugly. You are ugly inside and out. And anyone that feels this entitled, this is why we've made the world too pampered for you chicks. Don't have to feel struggles. Don't actually have to experience any type of hardship. This lady, you know what? I hope.
No hardship, really?
No hardship.
No
What
hardship for women.
What hardship do women face?
Like everything.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Like what?
Discrimination. Men coming into our women's bathrooms.
No,
Not making as much money as men.
Actual.
There's still hardships. Like, you can't say women don't have hardships. There's still hardships. Being a woman is not easy. But
Are you kidding me? This chick is having a meltdown because people look at her. This is how hard her life. This is how hard her life is. This is how hard women's life in general are. Someone looked at you the wrong way.
you can't say women's life in general. You can't.
Well, I literally
generalize
just did.
that psychosis. Homegirl's got some issues. Like, anybody who's freaking out that badly for somebody looking at them, they've got some mental issues. That has nothing to do with women as a whole. Do you see any other women like sitting there in their vehicle fucking spazzing out because some dude's looking at them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Where? When?
I encourage you, go watch the Whatever podcast. I encourage you, go watch the amount of people who are entitled, who feel that the world is owed to them, and women are somehow oppressed compared to men.
Oh my God. Okay. But look at all the men out there who think that they're oppressed. Who are literally waltzing into women's bathrooms and being like, "Oh, look at me. I'm a woman."
You guys asked for this. I don't know why.
Didn't ask for it.
No, women in general push for this. I'm talking in generalities. Okay, you're doing the fucking meme right now. You're literally doing the meme. I'm talking in generalities, and you go, "Well, not me. I'm not one of them."
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm not talking about you.
But my point is that you generalized. You literally said all women are like this. They're not all like that. The majority of women are not that psychotic. There's a lot that are.
I would encourage you to go look up divorce rates. I would encourage you to go look at any type of universities. Women make up more university. They graduate more from university. Men are in fact pushed out of university. Men are given the more harder jobs. There's no, like, this chick is asking for equality but doesn't actually want it. You know, remember when Jordan Peterson was saying, you know, how many chicks, you know, how many women are asking, you know, they want C-suite. They want to see 50-50 in C-suite. What about the garbage men? What about bricklayers? What about construction workers? What about truck drivers? What about garbage men? The reason why it's called garbage men and not garbage women, because no broad is actually getting up early enough to actually hurl garbage.
I agree with all of that. I will say. I definitely agree with
that. So
that.
there you goes. So who are the ones that go off to wars and die? Not the men, or not the women. It's the men. So
yes, that is true.
This chick is looking at the people that literally give her the opportunity to look on her phone and actually spread that information, her stupid diatribe to the world, was built on men.
My big thing though is just there needs to be the stop of the generalization, because there are a massive chunk of women who unfortunately are like this. But it's not.
I would encourage you to go look up any of these statistics. The disproportionate impact of women with the feminizing of institutions of feminism since the push of the anti-suffragette movement, ever since then, has been absolutely the destruction of masculinity, of the patriarchy, of men-controlled systems. So for someone to say, "How dare you look at me?" No, bitch, you should be on your knees groveling, because a man could easily come there and make you his like succubus fucking concubine strapped in a dungeon, and you couldn't do a damn thing to stop it.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you're getting a little excessive.
No, I don't think I am at all. In fact, I think that's quite reasonable.
I don't. I'm not going to sit there and... Oh, my screen just went black. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that's so weird. Anyway, I'm not going to sit there and go grovel at the feet of all the fucking men that I see around. See, you got me angry now. Now I'm swearing.
I don't see why not.
Do you want me to sit there? Really? Do you want me to sit there and just start? You'd like if I was out there just like groveling and kissing the feet of other men, be like, "Oh my God, I'm so like."
See, now you're just getting emotional, doing the typical
I'm
woman
not
thing.
getting emotional.
No,
you literally said grovel. Like that just sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it's actually showing that men are quite benevolent, that we could do something like that, but we choose not to.
Okay, maybe having that understanding is one thing, but literally groveling at the feet of men, that just sounds ridiculous.
Does it sound ridiculous?
It does sound ridiculous.
Okay. How many women are out doing construction? How many women are maintaining the roads? How many women are pulling power lines? How many people are the one during a snowstorm? How many chicks are out during a snowstorm restoring power? None. How many of them are actually maintaining the infrastructure and the systems that we require for modern society to function? And chicks do none of it.
I agree with that. I agree with there should be an appreciation. I think the whole hatred towards men is absolutely ridiculous. I'm literally a mom of 3 teenage boys and boys in general. Like, I get it. I see how the world is. I see how men are treated. I don't like it. I see how women treat men. I don't like it. It's just like, but I'm just saying, making comments like groveling at the feet, like, unless it's done as in a joking sort of way, okay, fine. But like, it
No,
didn't
what
sound
I'm
like it,
saying
which is why
is
I'm like, that just sounds
which is why I'm
ridiculous.
saying, like, the people that maintain this entitled child's worldview, their life, and she says, "How dare you peasants look at me?" That's the point that I'm making. She felt comfortable, in fact, willing to share it with countless number of people. Quarter of a billion people, quarter of a million people seen this just on X alone, where this chick is saying, "Don't you dare look at me. I am above you."
Yeah.
Completely devoid that when the Mongols are at the gates, I'm sure suddenly she's going to turn into some trad wife where women are, "Oh, I'm just a girl. I don't know how to fight and everything." It's like, "Nah, bitch, you wanted equality? To the front line, sucker. Welcome to the deck division. Here you go. Have fun." Like this is what this type of stuff has led to. It gave women this false idea that they are somehow physically and just as capable in men, especially in what we require, what the world requires in order to function. How many chicks are out on an oil rig right now?
Okay, with that statement alone, I'd agree with. I think a lot of the stuff that is in recent society and stuff like that has given the women the ideology of they are superwoman, they're Wonder Woman, that they can do literally anything a man can do. They can be in the army and or protect the president or this, that, the next thing. And I just don't agree with it, nor do I see it. They're not the physiology, it's not there. They're not physically as capable as a man, and in certain roles they're not. There's a, the odd woman that, yes, is in some
That's the
hardcore
exception, not the
men's
rule.
work.
That's the
Exactly.
exception, not the rule.
Yes, I was just going to say, yes, there are some, which is the exception, but the majority, no, the majority are men. And you are right. Women seem to have this superiority complex lately. And I don't think that women should be groveling at the feet of men, nor do I think that men should have to avert thine eyes when a woman walks in. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. But there should be an understanding and an appreciation for the opposite sex. There should be an understanding and appreciation for all the things that men do. Yes, the divorce rate, it's a mass majority of women who are literally doing the divorce or unfaithful. Like, I get it.
You ever see this? The variability hypothesis? The
No,
variability curve. So the green curve is men.
For
The
what?
blue is women. So that this is the distribution curve, the curve with the greater variability yields higher values on both the lowest. So there are more men that are smart. Like, men on average are smarter than women, but men on average are dumber than women. Women occupy more the middle, the men occupy the extremes. This is why you see so many CEOs. Like, yes, there's the exception to the rule, but it's the exception that makes the rule to begin with.
Yeah, well,
So
most women that got up higher, normally ones that are working their way up there, to be fair.
but because men are competition driven, we are merit driven. Our whole society was based on meritocracy. It's the best and most capable gets to lead. They get the biggest piece of chicken. They get the, the first bites on the wild animal, is the one most capable. This chick is literally useless.
Yeah,
She is useless. So that is where I'm coming from, that, maybe you should show a little bit of respect. Maybe, when you see a guy digging out ditches so that the roads don't flood during rainy seasons. You know what? You say, hey, you know what? Thanks for what you guys do out there. Instead, she goes, how dare you look at me?
Well,
Oh,
and I
I'm
think
above you.
that's ridiculous too. Like, if whether male or female is looking at you and has an appreciatory look or comment in a tasteful way, how is that a bad thing? Like, even if you're not into other women or you're not into men and they say, you know what, you look great, just take the fucking compliment. Like, why does it have to turn into this big freaking thing?
It's because women were told that you are just as capable as men. You are just as, you're a badass bitch. The whole thing of shrouding feminism. You're a badass bitch that can do anything and doesn't need no man, but also men oppress me and I'm a victim. It's whatever you need it to be. That's how these people operate. So she was given a life where she was told you're just as capable. You're just in fact, men should be groveling for you. I guarantee this chick, if she was asked, like, what do you look for in a man? Well, do you pay on first dates? No, I think the man should. She wants all the traditional stuff. She wants all the virtues that come
Holding
with
the
being a
open.
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants all the virtue of being a woman without having anything worthy of actually defending. That's how this chick is. So she would say, I'm equal. We're equal. I'm just as capable as men in society, but also he needs to pay on the first date and he needs to take care of me. But also, you offer nothing. This chick literally offers nothing except a wet place to stick your dick.
Oof.
Well, does she look like someone that's worthy of defending someone's honor? Or actually, like, if women want to be seen as women, like actually seen as women, and want the guy that holds the door, that pays for the first date, that will go and face what goes bump in the night, women have to have the opportunity and the ability to actually be feminine, that gives the masculine energy, men, the ability for something to defend. Now, it's probably bone dry. It's probably pillow pants. Her snatch has teeth.
They look like they do. It look like she is like the one that I would definitely be like, thing's got teeth. 100%.
But so this is what the chicks nowadays are just not grasping. You want to act like the guys, and then when you're treated like one of the guys, or guys don't find you attractive because this is how you act, okay, then you're gonna be 40 and you're gonna be like that chick that just wakes up and she's like, I masturbate for 2 hours in the morning, smoke weed, and I do nothing, and I contribute nothing to society, but I just sit here and do nothing. What the hell? I can't remember that celebrity that she just did, like the day in the life of like a whatever,
the single woman who doesn't have kids or something like that. Yeah. I can't remember it either.
Like that's it. That's her whole life. She's a what would it be called? She's a genetic dead end. Your lineage dies with you because you're more concerned of like hedonistic pleasures rather than actually trying to create a world and a history and a lineage and a legacy.
I mean, me personally, whether I was into men or women, seeing something like that, like if she was like into other women and I was into other women, seeing somebody react like that, big turn off. Like that it looks so childish, so immature. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to deal with that. I wouldn't want to go near it with a 10-foot pole, not even if it was a warm place.
No, people don't want it. People don't want that. Like you're not attractive, and it really just shows just how delusional she really is.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
100%. Of course, I'm always right.
Oh my God.
All right.
With that in mind, this is a live show every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central and every Saturday at 1 p.m. Central. Please feed the plant.
Missy Mo.
feed me all night long.
They're just so disgusting. That was hot. Wow. I'm sorry. I need to grovel at your feet. That was just amazing.
Should we just start with where's the video of this thing?
You're literally like scrolling through all the goods.
Was this the original video right here?
Yeah.
On the old tiki-taki?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give a little bit of context here.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, so I don't know. This is what you wrote. So a woman confronted a trans individual inside the woman's restroom at a Barnes and Noble bookstore, saying she felt uncomfortable. The woman claimed her rights were violated and questioned another shopper who intervened in support of the trans person. The outraged woman, who goes by American whatever, recorded the unidentified person, who was wearing a pink dress with kitten ears and had facial hair. "I'm a trans male," he told her. Uh-oh. Even in the article, it used he. Meaning he was born biologically female and later transitioned to become a man. The woman responded that it made her very uncomfortable to see a male in the girl's bathroom, to which he replied, "I mean, I'm born female." Yeah. Okay, dude.
How many? Okay. Where's Blair when you need her? How many people out there have you seen that are women who transition into men, still wear a dress, but just want the facial hair and the deeper voice? Are you being serious right now? Most women, I'm going to bet all, minus this individual, who feel like they were born in the wrong body, would transition into a male, thus looking like a male, dressing like a male, acting like a male.
Well, here we'll play the video here. People can make up their own minds.
Yeah.
I'm trans male.
Okay, well, okay, so you're a girl, because I felt very uncomfortable. Okay, you're a male in the girls' bathroom?
I mean, I'm born female.
No, it's not okay. There's little girls in there.
No.
Don't tell me no. I have First Amendment rights. Unbelievable.
I don't know what that means.
There's all little. So I was at Barnes and Noble a little while ago, and I was in the bathroom, and I came out of the stall, and this dude's in there putting on his lipstick, and I got scared. My heart sunk. And so I left the bathroom, waited for him to come out, and as you can see in the video, I questioned him. I'm like, I still don't know to this day. Is that a chick, a dude? I don't even know. But the fact is that if I felt nervous as a grown adult woman, I can't even imagine what a little girl would feel like. So, you know what, guys? I have nothing against these people. Let them live their life. But, you know, you should not let your kids, your girls in the bathrooms alone. I think there's a reason that these people don't go into the men's bathroom, because I don't know. What do you think would happen to them if they went into the men's bathroom? But what's more concerning?
Nothing.
No one would want to touch it. Just
Nothing.
saying.
If that person went into the male bathroom, guys would just kind of like, okay, and carry on as they whip their dick out at the stall.
Right?
Like
literally nothing would happen.
So that is where people, and I think people are getting really, really tired of this type of thing. They're getting really tired of having to placate and someone like come on.
No. Sorry, no.
I'm
the body
sorry.
shape, everything. Like, I can't even God, hold on, is there another picture on there? Like a bit closer the face?
Well, there's this.
Trying to see, I'm thinking, hold on, scroll up a bit. It's I could be wrong, but it's looking to me little Adam's apple-y there. Women aren't born with freaking Adam's apples.
Maybe
Could
I
be
don't know. I don't
wrong,
know if it's just the angle or
but again, how many women,
woman.
right?
I
How
don't know.
many women who are transitioning to be a male would still wear dresses? They wouldn't, because if they feel like they are male, they would be acting and dressing like a male. They wouldn't still be wearing female clothes, but I want facial hair and I want a deeper voice. It's not the way that works. Like, come on. And the thing is, okay, when you think about it too, how many trans people do you hear that are like, I was a female born in a male body? So he's saying he was female at birth, not that he had a vagine and was a biological female. He's saying he was born female in a man's body. Just left that out. So in his mind, he thinks he's a female, which again doesn't even make any sense for all these bearded trans out there. Because if you feel like a female, females don't have beards and mustaches. Like, at least put in the effort.
Well, this again, this gets deeper to that whole discussion where people are noticing we're tired of playing this guessing game. We're tired of these instances where people have been assaulted, where people have tried to play these, a wolf in sheep's clothing, and where we're seeing instances of people being assaulted, where we're seeing instances of other people, other things continue to escalate. And the whole idea of creating these protected or private spaces was because men are capable of doing incredible amounts of violence, because we are very much capable of it. So we go, maybe, you know what? We will actually carve out exceptions for women for them to be in these private spaces. And then women, because just like in the last segment where this chick goes, I don't need anything, I'm more than capable on my own, until the instance happens. We've seen the escalation. Most trans people just want to live their lives. They try to blend in as much as humanly possible. They don't try to make a spectacle. They intentionally don't try to make a spectacle because they don't want to have to answer for these weird things. You don't see Blair White trying to fight and argue over and over of like creating this type of, showing off image. Now, obviously, she tries to do as much as she can to try and look like a woman.
And what bathroom does she use, though?
I don't know.
She said before, now, unless things have changed, maybe it was before she looks the way she looks now, but she had said before she always used the men's bathroom. Like, she's a man. She knows she's a man, but she feels like a woman. And if anybody doesn't know who Blair White is, look her up. She's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. She puts in the effort. I will call her a her. This is somebody with a beard and a mustache. I'm sorry. You're not even putting in the effort. I can't. You just look ridiculous. But then look at, bring up some of the comments there that some people were leaving or putting.
What on her?
We're literally just on it. Just put it. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
scroll up. No, or sorry, down.
Right, it's right here. Yeah. So the girl that posted the original video stated that she had nothing against the trans community, but the man made her feel nervous, reiterating that little girls shouldn't be left alone in the bathroom. Yes, we are seeing this problem get worse. She still acknowledged that the man likely went to the bathroom corresponding to his gender assigned at birth because it would be dangerous for him to use a men's restroom where he might face discrimination. Nope. No, he would not.
But read the comment underneath it. So by this Moochie or whatever.
Yeah. So this is a biological female that takes testosterone. You always tell trans people to use the bathroom that matches the sex of their birth certificate, but when they do, it's a problem. So are they just not allowed to pee or any public restrooms?
This wasn't. How can you? I'm sorry, but how can you look at this and think that this was a biological female? Nowhere.
I don't.
I was a biological female. It's just, I was born a female.
I don't.
In
I think the discussion is deeper than that. I think that this is like surface level type of stuff, but it's what conditions is this actually creating?
Make a separate bathroom.
Separate bathroom. I don't know. Maybe act like a normal human.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, we've seen too many of these instances, and then you have people like this who say, well, why don't you just like mind your own business? Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. No. if we keep seeing instances where people are being assaulted, we just had that thing last week of that Tish chick where she's saying this dude's going into a bathroom threatening to sexually assault women, and then what? Oh, well, he was just using the bathroom that he felt most comfortable in, or she felt most comfortable in. These weren't set up. These separations weren't set up because suddenly a man felt, wanted to wear a dress. It's because we've seen instances of assault, of sexual assault taking place, of abuse taking place, and guys had to step in. Guys had to do something drastic in order to stop this type of stuff.
Unfortunately, yes. And the sad thing is because the women weren't. Like there's the few women out there who are, but there's too many of the women that in that video went to go comfort said man for being in a woman's bathroom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Like where was the woman's comfort who felt uncomfortable? It's not there. They're going to go affirm the man's feelings in feeling like they're a female. They're not.
Yeah, I don't think these are unreasonable expectations that people have to, like, our society, it was built with biological standards. These are anomalies. We don't make exceptions. We don't make exceptions for the extremes. We don't legislate from the extremes. Then that becomes the norm. That becomes the standard to which everything else is based on. So if we just go off of my feels, I feel like, well, what if today I feel like a dinosaur? Does that mean that I can now operate? If I feel like a bear, can I now operate as a bear? Or remember that chick that was the Twitch community manager or ambassador or whatever? They're like, I'm a deer, and sometimes I go outside and I eat grass so that I can feel more like my deer self. And if you criticize me, I'll attack you. I'll destroy your life. It's like you have a mental problem,
right?
And just call it what it is. Like in any other instance, if someone came up to you and said, hey, I feel like I shouldn't have been born with his hand, doc, chop it off. The doctor would say, you're insane.
A little bit. Well,
but yet we push this.
Yeah. No, it makes no sense. And no sane person is going to go from, well, this is how I feel today. And if you don't accept it, I'm going to destroy your life. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to cancel you and make sure that you lose your job and your family and your home. And like, come on. No sane person wishes death or
a lot of these people are
people like you've got something going on wrong. You need medication. You need counseling. You need help. Period.
Well, okay, so I guess there's this response that came from, we won't play the whole thing, but I'll play a little bit of it.
Very uncomfortable. Okay, you're a male in the girls' bathroom?
I mean, I'm born female.
I have tried to record this like 5 different times because I'm really say that they are born female. At the very beginning of the full video, you can hear them say that they are a trans male. And just for the sake of clarity, for the sake of clarifying and making sure we're all on the same page, a trans male is a female to male. A female taking testosterone, transitioning to male. Sex assigned at birth is female, transitioning to male. Natal anatomy, female. Taking testosterone, what have you, transitioning to male. Got it? Great. I'm a transgender man. I've been transitioning.
We know. We can tell.
Since I was 18, so about 5 years. I am a law-abiding citizen. I have done my transition lawfully. I don't know what else you want me to say. I was in therapy for 4 years before I was even allowed to touch a hormone. I was in therapy for gender dysphoria as a minor. Anyways, getting to the point I wanted to make. This is the effect that transgender bathroom bans are going to have. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions, I think, with people that don't understand trans people, which are the people that are advocating for and passing these laws.
Okay, I'll stop right there. It is not incumbent upon someone else. You are operating within a society, within a culture that has certain standards. We have certain standards. If I decided to go walk around in a G-string at a McDonald's play place, I would probably promptly be shooed out because it's inappropriate.
Even if you did identify as a 10-year-old little girl.
So already, okay, but you hear what that person said? These people are passing laws. So they're trying to enact their own moral framework on top of our society, where their extremes, the extremes of 0.05% of the population identifies as trans. 0.05% of the population is trying to legislate for 99.5% of the population. That is not how our society functions. We do not legislate from the extremes, especially the absolute extremes. Because then that becomes the normal. We don't want to encourage little children to question or to develop some type of gender or general body dysmorphia. We have a problem with that. We don't want to encourage children to become bulimic or anorexic or develop other type of social or parasocial type of disorders. We want to try to eliminate those as much as possible, and telling a 5, 6, 2-year-old that they were born in the wrong body. In fact, I have an article pulled up. We won't talk about it, that it's talking about trying to get consent from babies who do not understand what the fuck you're asking them, whether you can change their diaper.
Stop. Is this where this conversation is going? Is this what's next?
Parents should ask babies for consent before changing their diapers. So
okay, let's hold on. Let's finish with this psychosis and let's move to that.
You are passing these laws in the hope that they will hurt trans women.
No one is passing laws with the express intent of causing harm to someone else. You are applying an emotional standard to a logical position.
Wrong.
No one's trying to extinguish trans people. I don't care. I've never cared if a dude wants to, bolt on titties. I really do not care.
Oh God, remember that?
Do I now have questions when I see that same person now going into little kid play places? Yeah, because we've seen a trend. People are very good at picking up trends. We notice patterns. And it would be really weird. If that person who suddenly bolted on some jugs and went into a place that was traditionally used for children. I think the reasonable position.
I wonder what happened to that teacher.
Oh, that teacher was a troll. We've already confirmed that a long time ago. But
because they're biological men and they don't belong in the women's restroom, what have you, you don't think about the flip side. And that's what a lot of transgender men have been saying. Trans women are used as a scapegoat for a lot of things. And a lot of bills and bans and etc. are passed only thinking about trans women, not thinking about the repercussions it'll have when trans men enter the picture.
I don't think so. But
and this is just the one.
Yeah, I don't think we've had to define specifically what biological male and biological female is, because we understand, like, that is an objective fact. Biology.
Yeah.
That is objective, meaning it is absent the mind. If a human mind wasn't there, a male duck would still be a male duck. Like, it'd still be there. It would still stick its hoo-ha in the wee-wee, and they make little duckies. We don't need a human for that.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to start asking people in a very blunt sort of manner, not are you a male or female? Were you born male or female? It's when you were born, what was between your legs? Was it a vagine or a pinto? What was it? Like, because it doesn't matter unless you ask it in the most blunt, absurd sort of way. It's insert cat ears, dude. Well, I
Yeah,
was
birds
born
and the
female.
bees. Yeah,
No,
sure,
you
whatever.
weren't.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Birds and bees. Yeah, that whole that whole rigmarole thing. I don't know why birds are having sex with bees, but
I don't
very, very
know.
specific
Whoever decided
example
that analogy.
where this kind of proves to be a bad thing for the very party that is trying to.
why is that
ban
bad? Why is that bad? These people use these emotionally charged words and they have no fucking actual context as to why it's actually being applied. Why is it bad? Why is it bad that we have laws in place to prevent, I don't know, murder? Why do you have laws in place to
know, it's
prevent
weird.
shoplifting? How can we have laws that if you're in a collision with someone, you have to stop because it's about accountability? So to say that it's bad, well, what's the outcome? What's the desired outcome?
Transgender people and the transgender ideology, whatever that means. So
really, this person's trying to obfuscate the transgender ideology. You mean transgenderism? The idea that weird. It seems to entail a lot of particular things, including encouraging children to do this. It's encouraging the banning and the removal of what was traditionally seen as a safe space, whether it was for the most vulnerable in our society. It has to do with a social contagion that has impacted children at an alarming rate. It has caused an innumerable amount of harm. But okay, ideology.
I don't think, regardless of what state you live in, what you believe, what side of the fence you fall on, I don't think anybody wants me using the women's restroom. But if I'm in a state where the law is that I have to go to the restroom with my sex assigned at birth, with the sex that matches, my birth certificate, my ID, I'm going to have to use the women's restroom. Nobody wants that. And it doesn't matter, I'm sure that this person was trying to do it as safely as they could, where they're making sure no one else is in there with them. They're making sure, they're moving quickly as possible.
I did it.
It still doesn't matter. You get stopped outside of the restroom. You get stopped going in.
Remember we had the photo of that person that had like the world's biggest mohawk?
The Antifa ruler, yeah.
Yeah. You think when someone makes a spectacle, like, yeah, you're going to be ridiculed and you're going to be questioned, just as you have to make a judgment call. We have to make judgment calls in this world.
Okay, yes. This is what, okay, for me personally, I'm just going to say, for one, I think there should be a third bathroom option, which should be a transgender bathroom. So then male or female, you can go into said bathroom. You do you. But I'm also going to say, as a woman, if those laws were put in place that you have to use the bathroom that you were assigned with at birth, and I seen homeboy in the bathroom there walk out, not gonna lie, I'd probably look at first like, what the fuck? And then if I really looked, I'd be like, all right, let's carry on. Like, you can tell. Like, you can see it. You can tell the difference between a masculine male that's in there, dressed as a man, saying that he's a woman, or somebody like him, or somebody like Elliot Page, or insert Buck Angel, whatever. You can see it, just like you can see, for the most part, not all, of course, but for the most part, you can tell when a man has transitioned into a woman. You can see certain features that something's a little off. Now, there are ones out there, the Thai ones, they're very fooling.
No, but I think
but again,
it's
the
more.
exception.
It's more, well, exactly. It's about the exception. That should we be normalizing this? Should this be a normal place in society? Should this be a normal thing that just happens? I don't think that this is a good way that our world should be moving towards, where we are putting potentially a lot of people in harm's way, that we're encouraging the psychosis.
It doesn't matter. It's heartbreaking. And, you know, if your argument is against grown men using the women's restroom, why should someone that looks like me then be told that our only option is to use the women's restroom? Because, you know, some people make the argument that, well, you should be using a gender neutral facility. Right. Not every space offers that. And not many people are willing to enforce a law that says,
Pause.
oh, every public space needs to have.
Okay, so I guess he's got a point in the way that, okay, somebody like him, if they were to be in the women's bathroom, that would probably make people feel uncomfortable because most people would be looking and being like, this is a man. But the thing is, dude, you look like a dude. So if you were in the men's bathroom, guess what? Nobody's going to think otherwise. Blair White walks into the women's bathroom, I'm not going to think otherwise. But when somebody with a freaking beard and mustache walk in, wearing a freaking tutu, saying I'm a female, or they just decided to put lip gloss on, but otherwise look like a male. Sorry, that doesn't look like a female.
You know, there's that thing where trans people, they talk like this. They intentionally heighten their voice and they go for voice training in order to try and sound have a higher pitched voice than they naturally do.
Yeah.
You could pick them out a mile away. Like you're not fooling anyone. And in fact, I more look at, I think what's happening is what's really going on is that you were lied to. You were willing to facilitate and actually take on a thing that is overall, I think, detrimental to your health. I think is detrimental to your mental well-being. We know the statistics in suicide. It does not get better. There is a temporary sense of euphoria, but then the suicidal ideation comes back. And I think if we really want to help people, we should ensure that the coin flip that you have at the end of this doesn't come at the end of a rope. That's what I think is a bigger thing. I don't want to see people offing themselves because years later that they were told that actually you were lied to, your parents lied to you, your parents had, Transhausen by proxy, and they caused harm. Yeah, no, Poop, you're more than welcome. If you have like comments or anything, you're more than welcome. I could send you the stream link and you can actually voice your opinion instead of being a little beta cunt and just sit there and whining. You're more than welcome to just give the word. I'll send you the link.
Put your money where your mouth is, biatch.
All right, we'll continue.
3 restrooms, men's, women's, gender neutral. I'm sure it would be great if we lived in a society where that happened, but we don't. And at this point, it's like you either got to saddle up and deal with it or shut up when it doesn't go your way, right? And of course, I'm sure people could turn that back around on me. But what we're looking at is hypocrisy, A lot of laws, a lot of lawmakers, a lot of policymakers, a lot of politicians are hypocrites, Laws for me, not for thee. Freedom for me, not for thee.
True.
And it's something we see pretty much every day.
That doesn't mean anything. They literally just said
it's just
nothing.
True facts. Yeah,
No, they said nothing. Nothing. These laws are hypocritical. You go to the bathroom you were assigned at birth.
Well, yes. Okay. In particular with these laws, okay, yes. But in general, are a lot of laws hypocritical, or are they rules for me, not for thee? Yes. True.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But that's not what's being argued. Remember, I initially said they said that it's bad. Why is it bad? Because it's hypocritical. Why is it hypocritical? Because it's bad. They're not making an argument. They're just fucking mouth diarrhea.
Which is disturbing to say the least. But when it comes to trans people, the hypocrisy is just, off the charts.
Why? How?
Because you hate the bad trans people and you say, oh, well, this isn't going to affect the good trans people, which my question is, what's the difference? Why?
All right, here I'll explain it to you right now, my friend.
Well, hold on. I kind of want to finish hearing what he just said there.
Am I considered one of the good ones? Because I'm not radical. When you could argue by my very existence that I am. Just none of it makes sense to me, you know? I think at the end of the day, a lot of transgender people just want to live their lives and be left alone. And you can say that there are people.
Okay. Yes, I would agree that a lot of real trans people out there just want to live their lives and be left alone, just like a lot of gay and lesbian people out there. However, Mr. Kitty Cat Ears is definitely not one that wants to just live their lives and be left alone. They want to make a spectacle of themselves. If they did, then they would dress as a male as they're transitioning into, not a bearded female. But you and I both know that this is a real male dressing as a woman who feels that he was a female assigned at birth, but was, was assigned the wrong thing at birth, but he was a female when he was born. Come on.
What the
I
hell?
don't know. Did you break?
And then I was scrolling, and I just want you guys to look. I didn't mean to like it.
So you remember?
Don't
You remember
like it,
this?
okay? Anyway, I'm
You
scrolling.
gotta actually play it. Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
There I am.
Yeah, she's back. It's
First,
back.
I'm going to try to seek legal advice about it, because
So like this type of person, this is the instances. These are the people that become up front and center. These become the de facto speakers of this. So most people aren't going to dig down. They aren't going to try and figure out your whole thing. Just like Faye Johnstone, who said that we need to kill TERFs. Okay, I'm not willing to extend an olive branch to people that think like that, and to people that share that view and say, you know what, that's them. We just gotta, we defend it. We defend it.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people are done trying to be accommodating. I think most people try to be in some way, shape, or form, at least show a level of social decorum, not outright hostility. But the more and more instances you see of women getting assaulted, of women calling this out, and then they're ridiculed, they're attacked, and the cycle keeps continuing, progressing further and further and further. Eventually something's going to happen, and I don't want it to. This is why, like, hey, we shouldn't be instigating and normalizing this. We should be doing everything in our power to get this chick some type of help.
Well, why that one? Why are you showing the one that seems to have actually gone for counseling and stuff like that, and not showing the freaking
because I hope that they do not become a statistic. I hope that they were actually able to be comfortable in who they are. So Tinker says, I worked 10 years at a gay club, and a substantial part of it closing was everyone had to feel special. The whole point of the establishment was not to feel single out. This is retarded. Yeah, no, all gay bars are gone. But I think the last like gay bar shut down, I want to say it was like, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. There's no more gay bars. Yeah.
No, we have to. I'm sure there's still Club 200 in Winnipeg. I'm sure
Geos, like every single one is gone, or they've converted into LGBTQ, but now they're all just a bunch of like trans stuff. What's going on, Tinker? Nice to see you here.
Okay, so Club 200 is still open.
Gay bars are dying.
Gay bar with disco ball features. Yeah. But I mean, the ones that I used to go to, those aren't there anymore. I think Club 200 is probably one of the only ones left in Winnipeg.
Yeah, and it's probably radical trans activists that are in there now.
Probably.
because there used to be gay bars and lesbian bars now, or it was just like strictly gay bars, and now they have like dudes that would dress up as women, say they're trans to try and hook up with lesbians.
Oh my god.
And a lot of
But
these
that
bars
just-
got shut down because they're not inclusive enough.
Oh my god. Yeah, because everybody has to feel special, right? Everyone's got to be special in their own sort of way. They can't be part
And-
of a group anymore.
And Tinker,
So team-
I am so sorry. I didn't never work security at gay bars, but a buddy of mine did, and he said they are the worst. You take like the emotional unstable women and you put that in a man's body. Like their fights
Oof.
are
Oof.
Can you confirm? Because that's just what I've heard.
Oh god, that would be insane.
Yeah, he said like every single day they were getting in fights, and it's just brutal. It all got clicky and important. Then you picked up your letter. Yeah. But was that you bartend? Oh, so you only had to make them drunk, and then the security was the one that had to do all the fighting. I'm sure
Right?
you've seen it. I'm sure you've seen the brawls and the hair pulling and all this, and you looked at his ass and all that type of stuff that went on, and it just,
I'm sure.
when you start mixing certain pills, funny looking pills and alcohol, I'm sure it just becomes an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I would agree with that. There was some crazy things that would happen in gay bars for sure. I will say that the men were the most catty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially
Yeah.
when they don't have to like tone it down around other guys, when they could just be like, I'm gay as fuck, and the whole like lisp comes out, the
Oh,
gay
yeah.
voice comes
The
out,
hair
all that stuff.
pulling, the eye scratching.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny because gay men, they fight like what they call the typical woman fights, and then you have like the lesbians that are like pummeling each other. It's so funny. They're like, the guy. Oh my god, get away.
So you can say there are people who shove it down your
People
throat.
who shove it down your throat, who make their entire existence about it. I get it. I get it. But have we ever thought that those people are loud for a reason? There are people doing the work, standing up for trans rights, etc., etc.
Rights don't exist.
And those people are being demonized, for standing up for themselves, their community, what they believe in. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's bad.
No, it is incumbent upon you as to say why it's good. Why should society change to encouraging people to create or develop these social conditions? Why is it okay? That is incumbent upon you. That is not incumbent upon me or society at large to try and rationalize. You are making the argument. It's not incumbent upon me. I've given why I think it's bad. Why I think it's a problem that this is being encouraged on children.
I mean, the one argument that this person did say that had any sort of relevance in this video so far is just when he made the comment, like, I don't think you would feel comfortable coming out of the bathroom and seeing someone like, or seeing me standing there. Yeah, you're right. So then what is the solution? And I think the solution, unfortunately, is shitty as it may be, is to have a specified transgender bathroom, have a third bathroom. So then it's something you don't have to worry about.
Or maybe frequent places that have single stall bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, even that is a little tricky too. Like, I mean, you want to go out, you want to go to the bar, you want to do this or you want to do that. How many single stall bathrooms do you see in bars or even in restaurants for that matter? I don't. So it would literally, I think honestly, the only way in getting around it is even, okay, I get the argument that if you go to the bathroom that you're assigned with at gender or at birth, then people like freaking kitten ears could sit there and say, well, I was born female. And then what are you going to do? Prove it? Like, you can't. So, and the thing is, when you think about even in Manitoba, you can literally go to any sort of auto pack agency and say, look like him, and say, I identify as a female, and they will change his gender to a female. So it's not like you can look at the ID. Okay, show me your birth certificate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is everyone going to carry on birth certificates? Are you
Well,
going to ask for everyone's birth certificate? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's ridiculous to me. So I think the only way to get around it literally is making a third bathroom.
I mean, sure, I guess. If there's a demand for it, then people will. So I bar back first, and that's when you have to clean up after everything. Oh God. Don't get me started on the girls. No, yeah, women, you people are disgusting creatures.
The funny thing is, though, in gay bathrooms, in gay bars, that would be the one place when I went into the bathroom, I expected to see men in there. Like, it was not unusual to see gay men in there or trans in there or whatever. It's literally a freaking gay bar. Like, nobody cared there. It was just whatever. Like, you anticipated that happening.
So here, I want to finish this.
If people took a little more time trying to understand transgender people, as many of us take, we try to take the time to understand people on the other side of the fence. A lot of us can say rationally, I get why it doesn't make sense to you. I get why I'm scary. I get why my existence just doesn't compute for some.
No, see fuck! I hate when they try to do these appeal to emotion things. No, it has nothing to do with people don't get your existence. No, you clearly exist. You clearly exist. That's not. It's not like if we think that you don't exist, you suddenly like dematerialize. There's nothing to do with it.
I mean, like, you're mad at somebody. It's like, you don't exist, Mr. Poop Bucket, and just gone. Just kidding. But
like why they rationally,
so
we try to take the time to understand people on the other side of the fence. A lot of us can say
that's like trying to say, hey, just you don't understand that I'm paranoid schizophrenic, and it's incumbent upon you to understand that what I'm experiencing is true. It's incumbent upon you to understand the voices that I'm hearing, the things that I'm seeing, that they're true. How dare you not understand that? It's the argument being made here.
Rationally, I get why it doesn't make sense to you. I get why I'm scary. I get why my existence just doesn't compute for some people. I get it. If you took the time to think about us the way that some of us think about you, things would look a lot different. And I think too, and maybe this is a bold statement, I think if folks that claim to be Christian actually followed Christian values, society would look a lot different.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Okay. So
hold on. I used to do that. I used to do, the whole Christian, you can't hold up to your own standards. Are you Christian? Is this person Christian?
Probably
because if not, you want to talk about hypocrisy? You are asking people to adhere to a standard you yourself do not believe in. That is why, like, I've actually stopped a lot of actually making those appeals and moral grandstanding against Christians because I couldn't even hold myself to that standard. And I don't believe in that standard. So why would I hold myself to it? So for them to immediately that, well, maybe if you guys did a little bit of soul searching and being a little bit better of a Christian, no, Christians would actually say, hey, we need to get you help. We can love you, but what we think.
Death. They wouldn't say get you help. They would have stoned you to death if you want to go back to old Christianity or Catholicism. Like, come on, people. Like, the Bible is a very brutal freaking story. Okay. Let's just say. And two, okay, you have to, I understand you have to, if you actually understood these people and blah, 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 and have compassion for them. Okay. People who actually suffer from from whatever dysmorphia, oh my God, body dysmorphia and stuff like that. I understand that. I understand that it is a mental illness and that these people need help. And I understand the fact that they believe that they are trapped in the wrong body. I get that. But I also understand that with a lot of the things that have been put out there has literally opened up the circus that is our everyday life now, and literally placating to everybody's feelings and emotions, and people who claim that they're women but have a freaking beard and mustache and clearly look like a dude. Like there are predators out there who will literally have literally seen the writings on the wall and seeing what we are doing, and they have banked in on it. They're like, you know what? These people are so stupid. I'm a woman. Do you think that some predator out there gives a crap if he's wearing a dress, if he gets what he wants? No. They're predators.
It's that the absurdity of these things needs to be called out. I find it amazing that these people, like I said, are willing to try and hold people to to a standard they themselves can't even hold themselves to. And you know what? I would encourage you, go listen to like Michael Knowles. Go listen to Michael Knowles. Like, he is the thing with him is that he's very genuine. As he, like, listening to him speak, he tries to come off as being friendly. He tries to be the most compassionate and understanding person. And he would just say, I think that you made a mistake. I think what we need to do is, I think you need help. I think you actually need help.
Oh my God, I'm
What?
dying.
A sweet old sanitist guy who sat at my bar every day, all day. What would wonder why are all the gays becoming such F words? Well,
Right?
maybe don't pull up stuff with
Come on, it was funny.
I know, but Rumble's fine. It's commie too.
Freaking YouTube. Ugh.
All right,
There
well,
wouldn't be this disillusionment between Christians and gay people and trans people. They're just what.
Oh boy, oh man, lady, chick. I would encourage you to go read the Bible. It makes a very, very clear distinction between followers of God, gay people, and trans people. Oh no, Tinker, it's fine. I'll yell at Kim later for pulling it up.
I'm a rebel.
Wouldn't be. But I don't know. Either way, I live in a state where I can use the bathroom that matches my gender presentation, so nothing that's going on politically is ever going to affect me. Surely not.
Okay, so then why even comment?
But again, you look like a dude. Like, I wouldn't even question it.
Okay, so that was 7 minutes video that literally didn't argue anything. In fact, I would encourage this person, if we ever find out who they are, I'd be more than welcome to actually have a sit down debate on whether having trans bathrooms, or should you use the gender that you were assigned at birth, or however you want to try and frame it. I would have no problem actually having a discussion in that and actually trying to nail down where their worldview is, because I think they are just saying how I feel, my preference. And this is the thing with that these people really don't understand when it comes to Christianity. Again, not a Christian, okay? I just read the books. The thing with Christianity is their foundation is rooted in, well, it's from God. It's divine. Comes from God. That's where their root is. And so when this person says, I think this, okay, and what does that have to do with anything? Because you have no grounding, you have no axiom that your worldview is really operating under, other than my feels, how I feel about it. Has nothing to actually do with truth, has nothing to do with logic, has nothing to do with reason. It's simply my preference. I want to do that thing. Okay. Then simply my argument back to anything like this. Okay. Well, my preference is that you don't. Now convince me otherwise.
Yeah. Point.
Of course. Of course.
Of course. I made it. I'm always right. I am men. Grovel at my feet, woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry, not woman. Wench. Now get
Exactly.
in the kitchen
Yeah.
and make me some
You know what?
pie.
Go get me a beer. Go get me a beer.
Bitch, I will bring you a beer to be nice. I won't bring you a beer when you demand it.
You know, so I think with these discussions are being pushed further. I don't want to see children being set down a path of a 38% suicide rate pre or post op. I think we should be doing everything in our power to assuage them of that suicidal ideation. I think this has more to do with confidence and lack of self-awareness or self-acceptance than this has anything to do with the social contagion that has infected our culture. I think this is actually a poison pill for our culture.
Yeah.
Most people just want to live their lives. They don't want to bother anyone. And that goes on all sides of this spectrum. We know that these people tend to fall on the autism spectrum disorder. They seem to hold certain ideology, which I find funny that, you know, you have to, if you accept transgenderism, you also accept communism, you accept Islam for some reason, you accept climate change is real, you accept there's all these other entailments that come with transgenderism. It's that there is no truth. Do not believe that, like, science is, everything is a social construct. Science is a human construct. Nothing actually exists.
Love it.
Sparking out in my Walmart. You know,
Love
so
it.
that's what I find really peculiar about this, that there's a lot of entailments that come with if you are in favor of transgenderism full on, it comes with all these other things that are attached to it which have nothing to do with it. I ultimately think that it is a linchpin that to blur tradition, to blur what you see is not truth. Therefore, you know, you cannot trust everything that you see. Therefore, you shouldn't use these certain words. You shouldn't be allowed to communicate. That was a real amazing thing that they were able to do. So I always look at, like, words are just how we convey thought. That's it. It is a vehicle for conveying thought. No more, no less. And if I, you know, anyone, I ask you in chat, like, hey, describe a leopard to me. If you're, you know, a normal human being, you could describe, well, it's typically a cat type of animal, significantly larger. Maybe it has like a brown and white fur with dark brown circles. You know, we could describe that, has a long tail. You know, you can see the whiskers coming out of its face, ears. You know, we're describing something, conveying a thought. But what they've done is that they've said, well, a tiger or a leopard could also be, it could be a house cat. It's like, well, no, we're describing the thing that I described. So it actually hijacked words, descriptors, an actual way to communicate, the way to actually convey thoughts. That was the whole attack. So that you cannot. That is a man.
It's a man, baby.
Right? So if I were to say, hey, describe a woman to me. Well, in that describe a biological woman to me. Oh, well, that's, you know, someone with a beard. They tend to have a deeper voice. You know, maybe their structure is this type of way.
That literally
and they
reminds-
have, you know, they have a vagina. You go, whoa, what?
That
We're
literally reminds
we're
me
describing two different things now.
that one police thing that we had seen that they were literally putting out, that they were like looking for a woman with blonde hair, beard, stuff like that. You're like, wait, what? And then you see the picture of it. In nowhere, shape, or form, homeboy wasn't even wearing lip gloss. Like there wasn't even anything.
It was a dude with a beard. Literally a dude with a beard, and it said a woman. Yeah, so from like the Toronto police.
Yeah, it was so,
And so
sad.
So how am I supposed to, hey, it's a woman with a beard? They go like, you mean like menopausal? Like, no, like me. Looks like me.
Full on.
So you can't actually describe reality. And that's what's so much more pervasive. It's not that I'm trans. I really don't give a fuck. Like, ultimately, I could not possibly care less that you're trans. What I care about is the ability to convey and actually communicate. Because if I go and describe a chair to you and you say, this is a chair, we can no longer communicate. We are talking different languages. Literally talking different languages.
I feel like I could sit on that. I don't know if it would support me, but I feel like I can make it a chair.
No.
You're right.
So that's what's so much more pervasive. And that's what bothers me. Andrew Clavin had made a fantastic analogy, and I believe in it. Said that words are like vehicles that convey thoughts. So even if the word changes, the meaning is still there. So, we used to call people mongoloid idiots. Then we changed that to
God, I miss those days.
mentally retarded or mentally handicapped. Now they're called neurodivergent. The words change, but the intent is still the same. The descriptor is still the same. You used to be called fat people like obese, morbid obese. You used to call them tubby, lard ass, fucking everything. But they're all medical names for it. Now they're saying obese is offensive. So now we should change that word. The word changes, but the intent still stays the same. And if we cannot convey what we're trying to describe, then we literally do not share. We cannot share thought. So that person would say that, yeah, I'm a biological female, but I'm a trans man. My gender is male. And they've tried to shoehorn this whole curvy. Yeah.
I'm very curvy.
So they've tried to weasel in gender and sex now, that there's your biological sex, but then there's your social gender.
But then it's even more of a play on words now, because homeboy's sitting there saying, well, I was born female. But that's what they do. I was born a female, but in a male body. So I'm going to transition to the female that I was born. So it's even more of a play on words now in order for somebody to be able to be inside of a woman's bathroom. Like, I don't know how freaking the woke savior sits there and is like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Like, calm the fork on already. This is literally why our society is so messed up, is because of too many woke ass biatches out there.
This is why
We're
we need to
placating
remove women's
shit.
rights. Women shouldn't have the right to vote. That's why.
I'm not gonna lie. I understand your whole, and again, I fully support the whole people should only be able to vote if they serve our country. I think those are the only people that should be able to vote. But I digress. I love how it just had to come back to that. The whole transgender thing is just women shouldn't be able to vote.
Who votes for this shit?
Yeah. Damn emotional women. God.
Exactly. The liberals would never
Messing
win
up our
ever
lives.
again. If women couldn't vote, the liberals would never win ever again. And the conservative party would actually be a conservative party, not like a bunch of
I actually think I 100% agree with you on that. I think I 100% agree that if women couldn't vote anymore, that there definitely wouldn't be a liberal party anymore.
Yeah,
because that is the majority of the people who vote liberal is females.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of spineless women. It's a bunch of cucked men. It's weak men. And guys would tune each other up. Like we would actually hold it our own accountable.
Yeah.
And actually, like has society gotten better since the
Sorry?
proliferation? Has society really gotten better since the proliferation of extending rights? Like voting rights?
I wasn't around back then, as much as my kids want to tell me I'm as old as dust. I wasn't around back then, so I can't formally agree nor disagree. However, judging from the way things are going right now, I would lean towards agreeing, but I can't actually.
There you go. Don't worry, I'll turn you into a anti-suffragette yet.
I'm already a man's advocate. I have 3 teenage boys. What do you expect?
Yeah, so that's yeah. All right, I think with that we will wrap it up here. It's GTFO.
We're not going to make like a banana and peel out of here or some weird
Wait, what?
shit.
The Golden State Killer may have only been caught because he has a micro penis?
Where are you seeing that?
New York Post.
Stop. Oh, we never did. Hold on, though. We never did get to the weird freaking baby shit.
No, we don't have to.
But I need to.
More or less makes the point that this is what society is moving to, asking for consent from babies. No, you be the adults. Budget passed. In fact, I had I'll go over the budget quickly.
Why are we not talking about what I want to talk about? We need to talk about this whole parents thing because I think this is insanity and I feel like we should touch on this just a smidge more. Bring it up.
Yeah, so the budget passed after a tense confidence vote, with the Liberals relying on the support of the Green Party and abstentions from 2 NDP MPs, Gord Johns and Laurie Dewitt, and 2 Conservative MPs, Matt Journeau and Shannon Stubbs. It would have failed. Elizabeth May stated her yes vote was based on Prime Minister Carney's commitment to meeting Canada's Paris climate targets during question period. The budget projects a deficit of $78 billion from 2025 to 2026 and includes $140 billion in new spending over 5 years aimed at boosting productivity, competitiveness, and resilience. Critics include the Conservative Party and the Bloc, condemning the budget as a credit card budget and a generational debt. Gamble, arguing it fails to address affordability and inflation. The government also plans a 10% reduction in federal workers, a move criticized by public sector unions. Don't care what public sector unions have to say. You people are scum. So, yeah, you are now $80 billion in debt further. There's what, 41 million Canadians? Let's do a little bit back of the napkin math here. So if there's, I think we're $1.3 trillion.
Oh, is that all?
Trillion.
Change.
That's 100,000 million billion trillion divided by 41.
No, Kian, you are completely correct.
1,000, 100,000, right?
More money than I could possibly count in a lifetime. Something that Scrooge McDuck would be diving into.
Okay, 1,000 million billion trillion divided by 41,000 million. Each Canadian now owes $317,000, $317,073 $1.17.
Oh, is that all? Yeah, I have that in my back pocket.
There you go. $317,000. That's what you passed on to every man, woman, and child in this country.
You should be ashamed of yourself. How do you sleep at night? On your big, cozy, funky beds.
Yeah, passed by 2 votes. 2 votes. 2 Conservative MPs didn't vote on it.
What?
So,
what are they thinking? Not voting. Like, literally, not voting is voting. You voted. Like,
Yeah,
what the
two people.
fuck?
Two conservatives. It would have been set to 70. It would have been tied. And I think at that point it doesn't pass. But there you go. So if you want more proof that the conservatives are just the controlled opposition of the of bigger things, you need not look more than where the conservatives decided to sit. 2 votes would have put it at 170 to 170. So all you CPC bros out there, you guys are doing a fantastic job of making yourselves look like fools. Great job. So,
all right, guys. Well, there you have it. So, men who look like women using males' bathrooms, babies who should be asked for consent before changing their diaper, and the budget passed. Oh, and Mark Carney booed. All the craziness going on in the world today. As per usual, we don't disappoint. There's just too much for us to keep up with. Don't forget to hit the little like, subscribe button down below. And you can check us out in all the places in the description box below, including all the places, or all the things that we talked about today are also listed there. We will catch you guys again on Wednesday, Hump Day, 8 p.m. Central. We hope to see you there. And hope everyone has a fantastic evening. We out.